Alright, what is up guys? Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the new war system inside of Stellaris Console Edition. Currently I am playing a robotic empire. It's a brand new race that we have, so of course I'm going to play it, and I've actually been playing it a lot. It's definitely my favorite so far. One of the main reasons why I like it so much is because during war campaigns, you could literally just take over any land you want during war. You also don't have to worry about claiming things or anything like that. You literally just take over an area and that area becomes yours. But that is one thing that I did want to talk about today is a new claiming system. So I won't be able to actually claim it, but all you basically need to know is that when you select a claim and you put a claim on an area, on a piece of land, basically when you go to war and you win the war, or if you win the war, you will then gain that area and that land. Now the thing is that another empire can also have claims on the same area, so if you go to war, just because you have the claim on that one spot doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get that spot. So you need to make sure that there is no claim on the area that you desire, and if there is, then you need to make sure that you have more claims on that land than the other person. So definitely be aware of that if you're not using an empire with the Gestalt consciousness, or like a hive mind, something like that. Another thing you should definitely be aware of is taking over star bases while at war. When you take over a star base that the enemy has already leveled up, it will add to your overall star base amount, and that can cause you to go over your starbase capacity really quickly. So I would suggest maybe limiting how many starbases you have upgraded before you go to war. Right now I'm at 4 out of 4, so I'm probably going to bring that to about 2, just to make sure that I don't go over while I'm at war, and it reduces the monthly energy that I receive. So definitely want to be careful of that. Another really interesting thing is that when you take over a planet, you no longer really need to bombard the planet. You could literally just go land your armies and take it over. At least that is how it is with the robotic empire. I've not done a war with any other empire just yet, so let me know in the comments if I'm incorrect on that for the other empires, but for the robotic empire at least, all you have to do is land your armies and they'll do their battle, but you don't need to bombard the planet. You just land your armies and take it over. And if you do successfully take over the planet, just know that the workers there will then be unemployed, and it will cause you to lose monthly energy, monthly resources, minerals, food, because they're going to be unemployed, but they're still going to need food, and they'll still be taking up energy. So definitely be aware of that when you're going into war. I would say probably save the worlds for the last, take over the star bases first, and then take over the planets, unless you want to do it quickly. If you want a quick war, then definitely go after the planets first. However, you would have to rebuild all the areas where they had already built the star bases. You don't inherit that land. It just turns into a no man's land, and then either you or another empire will have to rebuild there in order for it to belong to an empire. And just to show you guys what it is like to go to war, I'm actually going to go to war with this nation right here. They're kind of trapping me in right now, so I just want to get rid of them, and they are pathetic to me right now, so I don't mind just going to war with them really quick. I don't think it's going to cause too much of trouble for me. Alright, so most of my fleet has arrived, so I'll go ahead and declare war. What I like to do is go ahead and just do some chain orders, makes it a little bit easier for me. However, as you can see, there is an X here, but not here. The reason why is because they have a spaceport here, and I will have to go ahead and take out the spaceport before I can advance further. That is another new thing with this most recent update, is that you do have to wait and attack their spaceports first, and before you can progress any further. Alright, and my fleet has moved on. We're now attacking their next spaceport. This is the one that was blocking me. And as you can see, they do have a colony here. And just to show you, I will go ahead and take that over as soon as this battle is over. Alright, let's go ahead and land the armies. Okay, and as you can see, I just missed this. The reason why we haven't gotten this area yet is because they actually have a planet here. So you do have to take over the planet in order to take over the system. I went right past the planet and didn't even realize, so sorry about that. But as you can see, this one, after I take over this planet, it should go ahead and give me this area. And there we go. And there we go. So let me go ahead and go back here, go to my transport fleet, and land my armies there as well. And as you can see, I am in a negative energy now. That's because I took over this planet, and they are now unemployed because they will not work for me. Their happiness is at 0, and it's going to remain at 0 until the war ends. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but in the bottom left corner of the screen, you can see some percentages there. We'll kind of explore that a little bit more in this page. It gives us a little bit more of a breakdown. So that percentage, you might be used to it being a percentage for if you are winning or if you are losing. If it was 100% in the red, I believe in the old version, it meant you were losing. Now, basically, it's just your war exhaustion. So if they're at 100%, it means that they're at 100% war exhaustion. And you have grounds to make them either surrender, or it'll give you more options for settle status quo, or to achieve your war goals. It's pretty rare for them to give up and just go ahead and do the achieve war goals. They have to be at 100% really, really fast, and then you'd be at a very low percentage is usually how that would work. If they get to 100%, then that is a good thing. That means that they are at a higher war exhaustion than you are, and you have the grounds to make white peace if you want to do that and just end the war if it's causing you too much. You could go ahead and do that. But I'm going to go ahead and try and take over their land. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. If you did, then please consider subscribing. I'm going to be posting more and more Stellaris videos. Definitely like the video if you want to support it, and share it with a friend if you think that they could learn something from it as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.